Hi guys, all my friends boxers. In today's video we'll talk about how you can protect yourself from side kicks. So watch this video to the end and enjoy. A lot of things here depend on your amplitude. There are some side kicks which you can do almost without amplitude. And in this case you can only block this type of kick. Let's say when you clearly see that there is a swing, you can easily dodge. Just get down a bit and that's it. But if there is no swing and punch goes right away, when punch goes toward to you, when you can't just dodge, there is only way out is to block it. And here is the thing, you just take this pose and put hands in front of you. Something like this. You just hold your hand like this, but that's incorrect. The problem is you put the block too close to your body. Your elbow shouldn't be that close. Don't even try to catch this one punch. While you're trying to block this punch, you open all your body. You will have 4 punches, 2 of them in the upper side of your body and 2 of them lower. And here there is also a nuance. In the real fight you won't stand face to face with your opponent, like this. That's silly. Even if you broke your opponent's defense, try to go from sides. Because if you go from side, this arm of your opponent isn't active anymore. This arm is literally excluded from his defense, and your opponent will have to put a lot of effort to punch you with other hand. It makes his defense really inconvenient. And in other words, the only way out here is to change the pose of your feet. If you will work with your feet in the right moment, you will be in more advantageous position. And why I call it an advantage? Because from side both of your hands work. From the side there is no straight line, you can only swing. Here you can do all the side kicks, on the upper or lower part of the body. That is why it's a good idea to attack from sides. Don't try to get through defense just straightforwardly. Let me show you. You gave 2 punches. Your opponent went into deep defense. You can't get him so easily, that's why you attack from side. We've already practiced let-up exercises, but what's important, don't hesitate. Everything will come with practice, and gradually you will furnish your amplitude. Over time you will be able to easily define when is the moment when you can go from side. With which arm you need to start, you will feel how you need to bend your torso. That is why it's a good idea to attack from sides. Don't try to get through defense just straightforwardly. And how to get through opponent's defense. Is that clear what we are doing now? Then let's get started. Look, Alex, as a first view, you're doing everything good. You're constantly pressing your opponent, but still, you see, you stand just face to face to him. Try to go from side. That's what I've told you. Don't forget about footwork. That's a great moment when you can go from side. You just take a step and you already have an advantage. Here you go. While you're taking from side, you're pressing your opponent, and then you just need to win this foot. And when you came from the side, here you start working. And look guys, here's what you should do. When you swing at your opponent, you take a step. You shorten the distance. Here is basically how it should look like. And actually, there is no even swing in this punch. This punch is based on your amplitude. And as for amplitude, you should provide it with your whole body. It's not just about swinging. And before you start attacking your opponent, look at how you move. Watch your amplitude. And don't punch like this. That's what some of you still do. You miss the opportunity to maneuver with whole your body. Just maneuvering in front of your opponent. You should always look for vulnerabilities in his defense. Let's say, if you have no clue what to do next, you can just try to dive into defense of your opponent. Just take a step, bend your body. 1, 2, 3. When you got him, you take a step forward, look at my feet, and then jump from side to continue pressing him. And while he's trying to turn around and swing at you, you already have all his body open. I'll show you once again. Dive into defense, then maneuver with your body. Opponent tries to block it, goes into deep defense, but you just attack from the side, and here you start working. Well, let's figure out what is blocking. Deep defense is literally based on the same movements when you attack your opponent. Absolutely the same principles work here. Even maneuvering with your body looks similar. So now we're going to do an exercise. One of you will stand in deep defense, while the second boxer will try to get through it. You have 6 punches, 3 of them on the head and 3 on the body. Let's start. And once again, guys, before you're going to attack, you need to dive into defense of your opponent. Maneuver with all your body. At first you punch with your left hand, then take a step with your right foot, then goes your punch to the head, to the body, and one more. The principle is simple. As for your left leg, you also need to take a step, maneuver with your body, then bounce from the side, and then finish your opponent with 3 punches. While you're attacking, you lean on your left or right foot. With all your weight you lean on your foot, and it makes easier to jump from the side. And sometimes you can even jump from 2 feet. You make 2 punches, then go from the side, and then hit 2 more times. Don't forget to jump at the right time. Okay, try it. No, you see, you're hesitating in front of your opponent. Did you see a feet? Don't try to run to sides. Your attack should be well structured. Before you get through defense of your opponent, all movements of your body, feet and arms should be synchronized, as the first step in this system is diving into defense of your opponent. You start pressing him, then maneuver to side, bend with your body, and when you see that your opponent is in deep defense, that's about time to bounce to the side, leaning on one or both legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it. Let me show you. You gave 2 punches. Your opponent went into deep defense. You can't get him so easily, that's why you attack from side. Here you can do all the side kicks, on the upper or lower part of the body. That is why it's a good idea to attack from sides. Don't try to get through defense just straightforwardly. And secondly, even hanging on the horizontal bar helps you to get rid of all tension which accumulates for the whole day. Hanging on the crossbar also solves the problems of musculoskeletal system, as well as minor dystrophic changes in the intervertebral discs is reduced, and the bend of the vertebrae is changed. So we need to do the exercises properly and not to harm your body. To begin with, exercises on the horizontal bar should be done without weights, in order to avoid injuries and create a good base for future physical development. Only in a time you can take additional weights. Trainings on horizontal bar lead to slimness. And if you work with weights, it will help you to increase the muscle index and the strength capabilities of the body. And what's important, it's better to do workouts on the horizontal bar after warming up, after hot shower, push-ups or cardio run. So for men, exercises on the crossbar have a particular importance, at least because of the fact that it improves potency and normalizes urination. Of perineum are strengthened and blood circulation improves. The level of male hormones and adrenaline normalize. Maintaining physical fitness, heart and other organs. Strengthening the spine and muscle corset, increasing endurance and strengthening of the body, increasing the volume of your shoulders, arms and back. It relieves tension, forms a beautiful correct posture, pumps up the breasts, legs and buttocks. They often keep their necks bowed, which leads to huge problems with their posture. That is one of the best ways to make your back healthier. Benefits of training on a crossbar are almost the same, but anyway, let's talk about contraindications. There are no restrictions on the criteria of age, height or weight. But still, it's better to practice under supervision of a trainer, especially if you have some problems with your back. But if you do it yourself, then training on the horizontal bar. So, finally, let's take a look at proper pull-up technique. In order not to harm your body and benefit from pull-ups, it's necessary to choose a crossbar of an available height, so that you can get it by pulling up on your toes. And never jump to reach the crossbar, it only gives additional load. When pulling up, exhale, and when lowering, inhale. Also, avoid sharp movements, you need to do it smoothly. The more detailed technique of pull-ups is following. While hanging, bend your legs and the knees and pull them back, but never squeeze it under yourself. After deep breaths, bring your shoulder blades together. Pull up slowly, relax your muscles, try to keep your head straight. Don't forget about safety precautions. The most important thing in pull-ups is your position. The bend of the legs should form a right angle. Movements should be vertical. The torso needs to be lifted by muscles, not by rocking. Don't lift your chin and don't tilt your head back, and hold firmly. If you start to feel pain or just uncomfortable, you better stop training and consult with doctor. If you follow the basic rules and regularly train on the crossbar, you will prolong your life for several years. Look, Alex, at the first view, you're doing everything good. You're constantly pressing your opponent, but still, you see, you stand just face to face to him. Try to go from side. That's what I've told you. Don't forget about footwork.
Подкруживаешь. Рома, в свой пятачок.
And in fact, doing these exercises during 10 or 15 minutes would be enough. You'll strengthen your tendons, your arms, your wrists, and you'll see the results pretty soon. And don't forget to bring diversity in your exercises. So don't forget to try to practice it yourself. Thank you for watching. Best wishes and see you.